Yo, 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 yo. Every week I scour the interwebs to find juicy free games for you to enjoy, and this week is no exception. So I want to jump right in because we have a handful of games to check out and a special mystery event from Epic. Firstly, let's get the free Epic Store games out of the way: Circus Electric and FireStone with $100 value limited golden foreskin. Circus Electric, which is one of those Darkest Dungeon lookalike games but with a Bioshock-esque steampunk coat of paint, which in my opinion looks pretty nice. This game revolves around a reporter and her 4 clowns, or something like that, but what this game really has going for it is its combat. It relies less on RNG and takes more of a turn-based combat approach. It's basically like any DD-like game. At first you love it, in the middle you feel like you have your doubts, and at the end you will wish it was over. To be fair, Circus Electric is sitting in with mostly positive reviews on Steam, and they're clearly doing something right. I think it's worth parking in your digital library for now and then taking it for a spin in the foreseeable future. Next up we have FireStone, which we talked about last week, and most of us agreed that this was just a front to milk your wallet dry. I mean, the game is as interesting as a wet book, and to be fair, I'd rather spend money on a cactus and sit on it for a more pleasurable time. I won't take too much of your time telling you about FireStone. I suggest you skip this bad boy and move on with your life unless you can't resist the limited foreskin and $100 bullshit value. That's at least what they're trying to sell you. As I was browsing through the Epic Store, I got pleasantly surprised when I saw that the mystery games were coming back. Starting next week, Epic will be giving a set of free mystery games which we don't know until a day or two before their release. Usually these Epic events start off fairly slow and pick up at the end with some heavy hitting free games up for grabs. I'll do my best to give you a heads up on what games are free a day or two before, so you can decide if you want to throw it into your digital library or not. Last year we did some videos regarding the mystery gifts from Epic where we tried to guess the clues before each game, and I think that was pretty fun. Maybe we should do the same this year. While we are still at the Epic Store, let's do a quick mention to Ivory Fall, which is a steampunk roguelike twin-stick shooter where you play the mysterious detective Flintlock tasked with saving Ivory Fall City. Here you fight hordes of enemies, modify your guns to uncover a dozen unique ways to clear the evil Raven thugs. You have to move from level to level collecting weapon mods, spend money in the market on health upgrades, combat items, weapon mods, and so on and so forth. At least you'll have the pleasure of blasting your way through boxes, crates, walls, and bank vaults in your quest to uncover the truth. To be fair, it doesn't look too bad, it feels fairly smooth, and we haven't seen a free twin-stick shooter for a while, so it's a win-win-win on that. By the way, if you want to stay up to date on free games, then do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button, and like the video if you want to be extra helpful. It really helps, and thank you. Next up, we have a look at Shatterline, which I don't think I covered when it was initially released. Shatterline is a fierce, intense free-to-play multiplayer first-person shooter, offering roguelike co-op PvE modes as well as a competitive PvP mode. Here you get to immerse yourself in a world of explosive action, smooth, satisfying gunplay, wild customization, and a striking landscape full of secrets, rewards, and deadly opponents. It's currently sitting in with mostly positive reviews on Steam, which indicate that they're probably doing something right. Also, the developer has just released Season Golf, as they call it, so it's a perfect time to take this bad boy out for a spin if you haven't had the pleasure as of yet. Now we jump over to Steam, where the next freebie on today's list goes out to the big brain strategy boys out there. It's Kards, that World War II card game, which combines traditional card gameplay with the innovative mechanics inspired by classic strategy games and real-time battlefield tactics. Here you get to take command and challenge other players in this grand-scale warfare both on the ground, in the air, and at sea. Unfortunately, there are some microtransactions here, and in order to really start crushing newbies, you'll most likely have to spend some of your hard-earned money to better your synergy. It's not as bad as Hearthstone, but it's there nonetheless. Anywho, if you're interested in a World War II strategy game, go give Kards a go, boom boom. What I was trying to say before I got the blue screen of death in real life is go give Kards a go. Next up, we take a quick look at Outrage Fight Fest, which is a hilarious 16-player beat-em-up party brawler. In short, you have the chaotic sessions where you'll fight through Battle Royale, free-for-all and team-based game mode. You have to do damage, build rage and become the best fighter that you can be. I must admit the chaos speaks to me, and I was sitting with a smile from one ear to the next while I was hunting down my next target. Unfortunately, it's only a demo for now, but it'll give you enough time with the game and its mechanics to give you an understanding whether it's something for you or if you want to pick the full game up once it's released sometime in the foreseeable future. I must say that even if it's just a demo, it was actually quite fun to take for a spin for a few hours. I suggest you do the same. Next up, let me introduce you to Werecleaner. Kyle is a janitor, but he's also a werewolf, who's gotten the job doing the night shift, which means that you will most likely be fighting for your life and your paycheck in a stealth comedy game with the surprises around every corner. It's a super fun and well executed casual arcade stealth game that's currently sitting in with very positive reviews. The game doesn't take itself too seriously, just like myself, and that really helps. I accidentally ate the entire warehouse staff, which means it's still a better work environment than Amazon. And no jokes aside, it's a very accurate night shift simulator. Next up, let's take a look at Warlander, which is an action-packed third-person online multiplayer game with a unique style that mashes medieval-inspired settings with the funky items and abilities and robots. I mean medieval and robot. It's a weird combination, but so was my breakfast, which consists of eggs and peanut butter. Don't ask why, I didn't have anything else, that's why, and I cannot recommend it. Anyway, Warlander features an intense competitive skirmish and epic castle siege warfare of up to 100 players. You must use the almighty powers of godlike warriors, clerics and mages, as well as siege weapons and cataclysmic spells to control the battlefield. The key to being victorious in this game is that you must work as a team, defend your keep and tactically break the enemy stronghold to destroy their core. It's free to play on Steam and it's sitting in with mixed reviews, so take it for that. Next, let me get your eyeballs on something classic. You know, classic Marathon, which you can argue came out when Jesus was still walking on earth. I clearly remember sitting in my parents' basement and loading this bad boy up in 1994, and I had no idea about the juicy goodness that was coming my way. If you've been so lucky and played the classic Marathon before, the Steam version is just about identical with some achievements sprinkled in. If you haven't had the pleasure and kinda new to this game, it's officially a boomer shooter that comes with a free sci-fi novel. If you like shooters, puzzles or story-driven games, I beg you to take this bad boy out for a spin. You'll probably enjoy it at least a little bit. Nonetheless, it'll give you an idea about how gaming was done while you were swimming around in your daddy's nutsack, if you're not that old. And that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't, like why not. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.